I refused to let my dad's new wife see my mom's recipe notebook. My mom died when I was 15 from breast cancer. Before she got really sick, she loved cooking more than anything. She had this little notebook with a blue floral cover that she'd been filling up since before she even met my dad. Every recipe in there was something she'd found and made her own. She'd test them over and over, writing notes in the margins about what worked and what didn't. More garlic next time, or try with honey instead of sugar. The last recipe she added was this chicken soup that she made for me a month before she died. She could barely stand at the stove, but she insisted on cooking it herself. When she gave me the notebook, her hands were shaking. She told me she wanted me to keep cooking, and remember that she taught me to love it. We used to cook together every Sunday, just the two of us in the kitchen with music playing. Those are some of my best memories. I'm 17 now, and I don't cook as much as I used to. Dad usually gets takeout, or I eat dinner at my aunt's house. But that notebook sits on my bookshelf, and sometimes I'll flip through it and read her notes. It's like hearing her voice again. Dad remarried 18 months ago to this woman named Lisa. She's okay, I guess. We don't really have much of a relationship. I have a 7-month-old half-sister now, and Lisa's pregnant again. Last week, she said she wanted to start making real meals for the family instead of ordering food all the time. Dad mentioned Mom's recipes, and Lisa got all excited. She asked him if she could look at them, and he told her Mom gave the notebook to me. I was right there when they were talking about it, but I didn't offer to show her. I honestly didn't think she'd push it. 2 weeks later, Lisa came to my room and asked if she could borrow the notebook. She said she wanted to learn to cook proper family meals, and thought it would be nice to use recipes that meant something. I told her no. She looked surprised and asked why not. I said those were my mom's recipes, and she should find her own. Lisa got this annoyed look on her face and said I was being crummy by keeping them to myself when they could benefit the whole family. I told her again that the answer was no, and shut my door. She went straight to my dad, and suddenly it became this huge thing. Dad knocked on my door that night and said it wasn't a big deal. He said Lisa could just look through it for a few days and give it back. I asked him why she needed my mom's recipes when there are literally thousands of recipes online. He got defensive and said Lisa knows how important cooking was to me and Mom. He said she wants to do that same thing with my half-siblings, and wants us to bond as a new family over meals. That made me so angry. I told him I wasn't bonding with Lisa or her kids over my dead mom's recipes. He should help her find new recipes if she actually cared about cooking. Dad got quiet and left my room without saying anything else. But Lisa didn't drop it. She kept making comments at dinner about how nice it would be to cook together, how she wished she had a starting point for learning, how family recipes are meant to be shared. A few days ago, they both cornered me in the kitchen. Dad said I needed to grow up and stop being selfish. Lisa said I was being mean for no reason, and that Mom would have wanted her recipes to bring the family together. That's when I lost it. I told them Mom gave that notebook to me, not to Dad's new wife, not to kids that aren't even related to her. She gave it to me because I cooked with her, and because those recipes mean something to us. I said Lisa wanting to use them to play happy family was weird and fake. If she really wanted to bond over cooking, she should create her own recipes and her own memories instead of trying to steal mine. Lisa started crying and ran upstairs. Dad told me I was being cruel and that I'm making it impossible for us to be a real family. I grabbed the notebook from my room and took it to my aunt's house. I told her to keep it safe because I don't trust them not to take it when I'm at school. Now Dad won't talk to me, and Lisa keeps sending me these long texts about how hurt she is. My aunt says I did the right thing, but I can tell Dad thinks I'm being a brat.